Fans, you think it was going to be hard to follow up the previous match? Wait till this next one. Two of the most prolific wrestlers in the history of Ontario wrestling, possibly all of Canadian wrestling, and we've got Evil Uno versus his blood brother, his brother in arms, Stu Grayson. These two have tagged with each other, faced each other, been in every type of matchup with each other, so you know they're so familiar and no love lost.
Dr. Bob, we can speak about the accolades of Dark Order, Super Smash Brothers. We talk about what all they accomplished as a team, but as opponents, these guys, they know how to bring it. They know how to just absolutely go to war with each other. It's always a treat to call one of their matches where it's the opponents, the opposing side of the ring as opposed to a team, because Stu Grayson and Evil Uno, you're talking about two of the absolute best.
Oh, and like he was capitalizing on your point there, he shows you what he's made of. Adam, these two guys, for fans who might be unfamiliar, and why are you unfamiliar at this point, but for unfamiliar, what makes them so good as a tag team?
Well, a lot of it, Dr. Bob's, honestly, is just the history, the familiarity. I mean, just the fact that these guys have been together for so long. Like, you know, they came up together in the world of wrestling. They went from guys that just traveled the local circuit to guys that got a lot of buzz, a lot of recognition, just the familiarity of it. And they just complement each other so well with the athleticism of Stu Grayson and just the brawn, the power of Evil Uno. I mean, these guys just have great ring gentlemanship. They know exactly what to do, what to focus on against their opponents. They complement each other so well. But like I said, you know, when you're in there as opponents, you know your partners so well. It's a matter of throwing things out that they're not aware of. You know, basically trying to throw them off their game. They think they have you down, but you've got to always keep them guessing.
Great points. Capitalizes on the point I also was trying to lead you to. That familiarity with each other. They know each other so well, so that much harder to get the pin, get the submission, get the win over their opponent. Oh, and only but a goodie from Uno.
You know, these guys are pretty much family, Dr. Bob, and family fights. And Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, I've called plenty of their matches against each other.
I think there's a whole TV show on that.
It's always intense. It's always entertaining. It's always just an absolute spectacle to watch. Stu Grayson, though, being overpowered by Evil Uno.
You talk about the power of Uno, but I mean, you and I both know the power of Stu Grayson. They're pretty even in that regards. Stature and size a little bit different, but Grayson can lift with the best of them. Up and over. Catches him with the elbow strike. I don't think he was expecting that one.
Oh! Grayson definitely wasn't expecting that one.
And I think that is also one of the advantages of Uno in a match like this. He's willing to bend the rules till almost the point of breaking, just take those shortcuts. Grayson, a little less. He does come with a lot of intensity, but he takes a little less shortcuts than Uno is apt to do. And, you know, that could be the difference maker here.
I mean, you think Dr. Bob about all the different eras of Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, the days of the Super Mario inspired gear are long gone. Like, this guy is not about having fun in the ring. He's about just being devious, just being the absolute sadomasochist to his opponent.
Oh, I think he still has a little fun, but the fun's a little different nowadays.
Yeah, different kind of fun. I mean, not so much more the fun of, you know...
Fun at the other person's expense, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not the fun of, like, old Nintendo games and naming your moves after, like, you know, Mario stuff, but, like, you know, just the fun of cracking your opponent's fingers, their nose.
So proud is he of his handiwork. Just trying to choke the life out of Stu Grayson across the ropes. Born and bred for combat might be a moniker, but man, it rings absolutely true for Grayson. That is a consummate athlete, consummate professional, and competitor through and through.
Evil Uno letting the crowd get to him here at the Nav Center. Stu Grayson trying to regain his bearings, which is always dangerous to do.
One of those big, thick forearms and biceps of his. He's trying to choke the life
Come on, what do you say?
put pressure on the carotid arteries of Stu Grayson.
And you hear me speak about it a lot, Dr. Bob, which is absolutely a smart thing to do against an opponent like Stu Grayson. Keep them neutralized.
Yep.
Try and keep them on the mat as long as you can. I mean, Stu Grayson, you're seeing him trying to overpower, but Uno able to capitalize on the damage he's done. Grayson not at full strength, gets pulled down.
Kicks, hooks both legs. You talk about being one step ahead of your opponent, man. Uno just thinks 3, 4, 5 steps.
I mean, you're not going to put away Stu Grayson with a chin lock, a super hold like that,
No,
but you're going to make him exert that energy to get out of it. You're going to do a little bit more damage, and Stu Grayson is an absolute physical specimen. Cardio freak. Nicely done with a Superman punch.
I feel like he almost caught him with the elbow on that one. Going for that knife fall. Picks up the bigger Uno, but I think Uno just maybe partially scraped his forearms across the eyes. Either way, got out of that one. And the fans almost get a full lap of Stu Grayson here.
Uno biding some time though as he goes up to the floor bomb.
Let's go.
They call those a knife. About to eat a child. That was going to be the end of the nap center for us.
Oh, it fakes them out completely. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all.
I wouldn't be surprised if they stole all the kids' merch and money off of that one too. Tossing them aside, tossing entire families, all for the fun of it, really. Did nothing to Stu Grayson for his own enjoyment. And that, though, was for Stu Grayson. Nails across the back.
And that's the thing about Evil Uno, embracing this evil side. I mean, over the years, he's wrestled like this style, this pace, where he just, does the most simplest of things, but it's always effective, never wasting any motion whatsoever. Is Evil Uno.
Oh, backbreaker catch, and he goes for the pin. And smartly, he puts so much weight across the chest and leads his entire body. You know how much energy you have to exert to push him off like that every single pin?
I'd be very cautious right now, Dr. Bob, after hearing that war cry from Stu Grayson.
And even with that familiarity, I think Uno should probably hightail it out of here.
Landed the jab, but, looked like Stu Grayson's going to get things going, but Evil Uno able to capitalize. Landed that nice jab and throws Grayson into the corner.
Well, it just shows you, with that level and of success, of experience that everyone's gotten to, doesn't let something like a bit of shouting and a bit of intimidation get under his skin. Woo! Bullseye! Knocks him down, almost decapitates him.
We've seen that so many times for Stu Grayson, Dr. Bob. Just that one opening is all he needs. This guy can get beaten up for 5, 10, 15 minutes. He lands that big shot. It's advantage Stu Grayson.
Another big clothesline. Picks his entire weight up and drops him.
Likes the follows with the SIE. Not all of it, but still enough to at least get a 2 count.
Well, right now, with Grayson being on the defensive for so long, he's got to string together big moves, string together offense, and always watch out for something from Uno like an eye poke, a back break, just to chase the momentum here.
Definitely feeling a lot of momentum, Dr. Bob.
Oh! Tornado DDT!
Snapped it off. I mean, you see the wear and tear of the matchup taking its toll on Stu Grayson. Still able to launch over, found that energy, dug down deep to land that big tornado DDT.
You can see the welts, the bruises on him, across the back, across the sides, across the chest. This has been taking a physical toll on Grayson.
Grabs the nose, like I mentioned earlier. Grabbing the nose, grabbing the fingers.
God. Trying to rip away at the nose here, and that makes it impossible to breathe, let alone the initial pain.
No, plan in there.
Oh!
That's a new one from Evil Uno.
Drapes him over, gets the stunner. Not enough.
Brad Grayson perched up on the top rope.
He says no, and I don't know if that's for Grayson's own benefit, if that's for the ref, if that's for the fans, or if he's just trying to get a little air back in him. But he waves no, says not enough, not a 3. I'm still in this fight.
Pulls him in, Bob. Seen him before, like to use a cradle pile driver, regular pile driver. Saves himself though.
Uno and Stu will chop each other till the cows go home, come home, and they are not the kind of people who are back down from a strike fest.
Back and forth they're going. Think about all we've seen so far in this matchup. Now just a good old-fashioned slugfest. Uno getting the better. As I say that, the knee connects from Grayson.
That strength, woo! Reverses it into a suplex, almost a brainbuster.
Reset, boys, reset. Come on now.
Grayson's been struggling to find a consistent tempo
it's
in this matchup.
Back and forth like the tides of spin. Every time he gets a little bit, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. He's getting somewhere, but it is taking quite a toll.
Uno checking out all over the head, the ear, the jaw, the neck. Gets stopped though by Grayson. Just to get cracked by the kick.
Over top. Across the knee.
Is that enough?
Look at Stu though, he's got glassy eyed here. He's running on instinct almost.
Uno, I don't know about, but me, I look like I got a little careless with that cover.
You go tell him that though. Woo! One dive senton, and that is all! No! How do you kick out from that height and that way, just landing across you? I do not know. At this step of the matchup, what a hellacious one has been.
Hello, have you never met Stu Grayson before? It's an absolute freak of nature.
Oh, absolutely. This man, when you think he can't lift anymore, he lifts more. When you think he can't out stamina, out endurance, he just continues to run another mile. Just a freak of nature. Evil Uno's got to be thinking he's got him. He's got him though. He's been hitting big move after big move. Oh! Perhaps going for something evil.
Instead, he got tried to get in the arm up, and Stu getting that Pele through. Oh, nice. Not done yet. Looks to use that nice 450 from this position.
Perfect! Execution!
But can't follow up.
The air was knocked out of him.
And Uno, just speaking to the ring mastermanship of Evil Uno, knew exactly where he was, went to the middle rope to break that pinfall.
Mastermanship, I like that. That's cool. Look at that. These two have given it everything they have. Speaks to their professionalism, their competitive spirit, and what Seaway Valley Wrestling is trying to do, giving you the best wrestling all around.
Goes down the knee pad, Bob. Might be looking for that kill shot with that big knee. Able to rock him with the knee, and here we go.
What's he going here for, Adam B?
Nightfall drops him over the knee. Side seal delivered for Stu Grayson. What a matchup. Are you really surprised with these two?
There's a reason they're two of the very best in the entire world. These guys make their mark across national television, across the globe. Good reason for it. What a matchup. SVW Wrestling, we still got a lot to come, but woo, what a match.